1984, a story of truth and control. Big Brother is watching. In a future that feels cold and distant, a man named Winston Smith lives in a city called Airstrip 1, part of a huge empire known as Oceania. The skies are gray, the buildings are crumbling, and everywhere, are posters with one message. Big Brother is watching you. Big Brother is the face of the party, the ruling power that controls everything. The party watches people through telescreens, devices that work like TVs, but also spy on you. They even listen to your heartbeat. There is no privacy, not even in your thoughts. The people are told what to believe, what to say, even what to feel. And the worst part, they must love Big Brother. Winston's secret. Winston works at the Ministry of Truth. His job is to rewrite the past. If the party says something different from what happened yesterday, Winston changes the records to match. For example, if the party said, "We are winning the war," but they were actually losing, it became Winston's job to fix the truth. He cuts, edits, erases. History becomes whatever the party says it is. But deep inside, Winston knows something is wrong. He feels trapped, lonely, and angry. So one day, he takes a dangerous step. He buys a notebook, a diary, and begins to write his own thoughts. He writes, "Down with Big Brother." It's a crime to even think these words. In Oceania, it's called thought crime. If the party finds out, he will disappear. But Winston doesn't stop. For the first time, he feels free. The girl with the red ribbon. One day, Winston notices a girl at work. Her name is Julia. She wears a red ribbon to show she's loyal to the party. At first, Winston thinks she might be spying on him. But then, she secretly passes him a note. It says just 3 words. "I love you." Winston's heart races. He's shocked and thrilled. They begin meeting in secret, in alleyways, in forests, in abandoned buildings. Far away from the telescreens, they laugh, kiss, and dream. Julia hates the party too. Together, they feel like they've found something rare and forbidden. Love. Love is not allowed in Oceania. Real feelings are dangerous. The party wants loyalty to Big Brother, not to each other. Winston and Julia know the risk, but they believe they can resist. They believe they can stay human in a world that wants them to be machines. The Brotherhood. Winston dreams of a secret group fighting against the party, something called the Brotherhood. He and Julia meet a powerful man named O'Brien, a high-ranking official in the inner party. O'Brien seems different. He talks about rebellion, truth, and freedom. Winston and Julia are amazed. O'Brien invites them into his home. There he turns off the telescreen, a thing only inner party members can do. "I am part of the Brotherhood," he says. "Are you willing to do anything to defeat Big Brother?" Winston says yes. So does Julia. They feel hopeful. They think maybe change is possible. Maybe truth will win. But nothing in Oceania is ever what it seems. Room 101. Late one night, Winston and Julia are captured. The thought police have been watching all along. O'Brien was never a rebel. He was a spy for the party. Winston is taken to the Ministry of Love, a place filled with pain and fear. There, O'Brien tells him, "You will be made pure. You will love Big Brother." What follows is not just physical torture, it's mental. O'Brien twists Winston's mind. He teaches him to deny his senses, to say 2 + 2 = 5 if the party says so. Winston resists. He says, "There is truth, there are facts." But O'Brien says, truth is whatever the party says it is. Finally, Winston is taken to the most feared place of all, Room 101. Everyone's Room 101 is different. It contains their deepest fear. For Winston, it is rats. Caged rats are brought close to his face. He screams, he begs, he breaks. "Do it to Julia, not me." And with those words, the last part of Winston is shattered. He loves Big Brother. Weeks later, Winston sits at a cafe, quiet and alone. A war continues. The party says they're winning. Winston no longer questions it. He doesn't love Julia anymore. He doesn't remember why he ever hated Big Brother. He sips his drink, hears a news report of a great victory, and a single tear slides down his face. He feels joy, because now, he truly loves Big Brother. Why it matters. 1984 is a warning. It's not just about one man in one country. It's about what can happen when power is not questioned, when truth is erased, when people forget how to think for themselves. Winston tried to fight back. He lost. But we read his story so that we don't forget what freedom means. So we learn to speak up. So we value truth. So we never let a world like his become real.